Why is that revert to default? Okay, do we have sound now? Sorry, everybody. For some reason, try shouting. Try shouting, very good. I don't know what's going on with my system. Actually, that should turn down a little bit. So I'm not hitting... There we go. We're not hitting into the reds. That's, thank you, sir. Thank you, Sten. Yeah, I'm not sure why that, because it was set as right, but for some reason it reverted to default and not my microphone. So it basically what I was talking to myself about was for some reason Photoshop isn't loading for me. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Let's try again. Might be my system, it might just be Photoshop deciding, oh no, it's going to load now. Being blaming typical. Am I in focus, by the way? Let's do it whilst it's not loading that up. I was kind of in focus about there. Am I good? Who knows? It was me thinking I was all set up and getting ready on time. Why is the Creative Cloud desktop thing come up? Better. Right, so I was slightly out of focus before. Probably having this on like F4 is probably not a good idea. I don't know. Anyways, how is everybody? Good evening, Serge. Good evening, Simon. Good afternoon, Peter. Good evening, Sten. Good afternoon, Kathleen. Is that everybody? Yes, it is. Lovely to see you all. Thank you very much for coming along this evening. What do you mean you couldn't sing? What's the matter with this? Is Adobe just having a bit of a nightmare at the minute? How about you all sod off? Not you, lad. Adobe and their dodgy software. What is wrong? Close. Has it gone away? Maybe. Why? Oh, what is going on? Bear with me, people. We might have Lightroom and we might have Photoshop now. Wonderful. No, it's Photoshop in the background, so I don't have to like wait. Make you lot wait 4 hours for it to load. That's all that is. Right, I can turn this off as well. Wonderful. We'll just wait for that to come back at the end of stream. But anyways, yes, thank you all very much for coming along. Lovely to see you all on this happy Tuesday. I think it's a happy Tuesday. And I'm quite happy because I'm not in Italy or the American Midwest or where else is really hot at the minute. Greece, Italy, Spain. Up here in the northeast of England, I think it's about 13 degrees. So it's much better than 40 odd degrees across the bottom end of America, 40 odd degrees in Italy and Spain and all of that. Hi, Larry. Larry, I bet where you are is a bit warm. I bet it's a bit hot. I believe you're probably in that kind of region. I will do, Serge. To be honest, Serge, I think it's a lot easier than what it was, than what it used to be. Muggy down there is Andrew. It's not. It's just cool. I've started having to put a second layer on. Hot wet up in Maine. It rains all. I thought it rained all the time up there, Peter. But yes, Serge, I will talk you through how to do it. I presume it's the latest, the new Nik Collection. When we get to the Analog Effects Pro bit, I will point you in the direction of how to import them. It is a little bit different to what it used to be. So anyways, how are we all? Are we all right? Are we all having a fantastic week? Or beginning of the week? Did we all have a nice weekend? It's hot inside. It's a cool. That's what I keep forgetting about the US. And well, yeah, no, I don't think many of the European places. I don't know. I'm never abroad, so I wouldn't know. Let's get some light in here so I can actually see what's going on outside. Because we don't have AC, so it's like when it's hot here, as in like 23 degrees Celsius. When it's hot here, we just suffer. So we don't have things like AC, but over there, you obviously need it. I mean, talking to friends from over in the hot places when there's no no AC. As soon as you turn it off, or rather, when they've got the AC on, turn it off, and it just immediately gets hot. Madness. Thank you, Serge. That's very kind of you to support me in that way. I did see the order come through. I just didn't see which one it was. But yes, I presume the Nik Collection is the latest one that you got. You probably could actually, Peter, but you don't really need it because it's like 2 days a year where you might need it. So yes, we don't have. Generally, you don't have AC, but as the planet is warming up, it's probably a good idea to have something in reserve, even if it's something rubbishy and cheap, just to help a little bit. Good evening, Stephen. I haven't even got AC in the car. I just open the window, drive a bit faster. That's my way of cooling down when I'm in the car. Am I in focus there or not? Please tell me. I am having to focus manually. Oh, slightly in, slightly off. I don't know. I basically remembered at about 7:20 that the camera wasn't actually on the tripod. It's over here somewhere. So I had to rebuild everything. I had to put everything back together, rebuild stream, and that's why if you were here early, you'll see me putting the lights on and everything. So far behind. And of course I needed my tea to be able to function. Right then, so, right, before I get too deep into it, because I almost completely forgot, I don't know if those of you who are in the Patreon, not in the Patreon, in the Discord, you may have seen this, but I randomly, as you do, you have a bit of a harebrained idea, and then you just go, I've got enough to do in my life, let's do something else as well, let's do additional stuff. So I actually started a new YouTube channel this week. Just a random brain fart, and I decided to go to go for it and make it and put the first video out. And yeah, I think it's like I've watched it, Jen's watched it, and that's about it. Why? Because I was bored. Now, basically, Andrew, it's nothing to do with photography, because like, who needs another photography channel? We don't need any more of that. It's an ambient sound channel, because I see lots of videos on YouTube that have got lots and lots and lots and lots of views. So I thought I could do that. And we had a big thunderstorm roll through on Saturday, and I sat here with the microphone hanging out the window and recorded quite a bit of it. So I've made a video of that and used Midjourney to generate some imagery to go along with it, because I'm lazy. I'm not learning how to paint or put my own pictures out there. So I have made that YouTube channel. So if you were into ambient sounds for falling asleep to, or relaxing with, or using it to focus on work, then do check. I've only got the one video out so far, but I'm planning on doing a lot more recording of stuff during the rest of the summer. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just about to press the button, Peter. Patience. Just stream out the window. So if I press that, it should give you links. So it's called Echoed Landscapes because I was so lazy. This is how lazy I am. I basically got ChatGPT to name the channel because I couldn't think of anything quickly. So that is so feel free to subscribe if you're into such things. For not found. Why? Is that because it's too long? It should work. I hope it monetizes fast as well, Andrew. The link is in the description of the video of the stream as well. If you, why is it put ambient on the end of it? Well, that's a bit strange. Let me sort that out. But anyways, the link, if you use the link in the bottom of in the description, forget about that one that's on the screen. Can I delete it from here or not? Don't think I can. Oh well. So the link is in the description, along with other links of note. So if you're interested in that, please do subscribe to it, watch the videos, etc., etc. I mean, even just, click on it and then leave it on and forget it's there and put it on loop or something like that. It all helps. Remember to like and share. Right, so that's basically the news from this week. May doze off. I doze off to it quite regularly, Peter, I have to admit. Very relaxing, listening to thunder and rain. Wonderful stuff. Right, anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get on with the show. So, I don't know if you remember this from last year. I'm sure you do, because it's not that long ago. I made this image on stream. Well, actually on stream. I think I made it on stream. And then I think we had another go and made this one on stream. We made one of them on stream, I remember that anyway. So, actually, we're going to have another go at making something along these lines. Thank you very much, Andrew. You are a gentleman and a scholar. So, I still have lots of data to play around with of this particular scene. So I thought we'd play around with some more to see what we can make. See if there's anything else worthwhile going to come out of it. We can but try. So let's go to rated. Up to 4 subs. So the rest of you that are watching, obviously Peter and Andrew have subscribed. And what you do, it just doesn't hurt to press subscribe, Just saying. You don't have to watch any. Need 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 watch hours, and then I can monetize. Now I'm actually going to chop a load into shorts, and then release a short every day. Because I reckon that's really good for getting your numbers up. You've got to try to. It looks Greek. How does it look Greek? Oh, this picture here. It's a castle, obviously, because that's what I do. Right. Anyways, so out of this section here. You can't see. Yes, the picture. Well, that's what you meant, Andrew. It is actually, this thing here is the old lime kilns at the back of Lindisfarne Castle. So what I'm thinking, there are these big doors to get the lime in and out, or out. I can't remember how lime is made. Subscribe. Thank you very much, Kathleen. And also remember, if you're not completely bored of me and sick of my, like this stream as well, it helps. Oh, how much fun! Yeah, on the sharper image, Andrew. But no, it's an interesting little building. If you go up onto the top, you can see down and you see like the big holes in the tops. Thank you, Serge. Oh, you lot are all stars. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to take them darker bits ones out. So I'm going to use these 5. So that's one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So it's kind of some of these frames are better than the others. But we'll just see how we get on. Right, I'm going to use this one because it's kind of middle of the road to do me editing with. And so I did shoot all these. When was it? January last year. When it was when the weather was nice, obviously. Ow! Sore leg. Been sitting here too many hours, falling asleep in my chair this afternoon. Just randomly, what did I do? Yeah, I did do that. Quick nap this afternoon. Only 10 minutes, should I? But by God, I needed it. I think, anyway. Right, preset. Could we go like that? Maybe. Drop the highlights a bit. Something like so. I need the blacks, just they can be a bit more positive. That's about there. Why is Lightroom suck all the power out of you? Just drops the frame rate massively. It's very annoying, very annoying. Right, okay, so if we... Let's drop the dehairs a bit. Good Lord, Lightroom, do you have to be so hungry? It steals away all the power of the computer. Right, healing brush, we'll get rid of the dust spots if there is any. There's a few up here. There's one there, I think that'll do. For that, got the, you know, this was early in the camera's life. There wasn't many dust spots on it. So, oh, it's crazy, Andrew. It's crazy. Although I have got my new 2 terabyte SSD to go into it. So hopefully we'll have a bit more room for cache files and scratch disks. Because at the minute. I'm running on about 20 gig, which isn't a lot. So hopefully things will get a little bit better. But I do need to increase the size of the other hard drive, which is only 500 gig. So we're getting there. The next step is processor and motherboard. One of them will be Surge. This one is just a normal 2.5-inch SSD, but the other one will be a NVMe type. It's just what's already in there. So yeah, we'll be cooking on a little bit faster gas shortly. He says. It'll be months. It'll be months away. Because these things take forever for me. Alright, I'm going to synchronize these settings to there. But like I say, I'll probably, if I even, increase everything, Lightroom will still just swallow it all. So that's just something we've kind of got to live with a bit, I suppose, unfortunately. Right, so these images... Oh, come on, you are so slow. Grinding to a halt. I know I haven't turned the computer off for like 4 days. But still, this is nuts. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So putting them together. I mean, the only one I'm kind of concerned about is this was a bit crunchiness around this area here. So if we go to this develop module on this one and just kind of drop, you know, just for this particular one, maybe drop the texture. Just to soften it out a bit, just in this kind of area here. Good evening, Aileen. How are we? Are you all right? How's lovely Scotland? Is the weather good? Looks Egyptian. Well, Andrew said it was Greek. You're saying Egyptian. I'm just saying it's Northumbrian. Ooh. Right. Yeah, it is the lime kilns at Lindisfarne, at the back of Lindisfarne Castle. So that is what we're working on this evening. But anyways, I hope you're well. I hope your Tuesday is fantastic. Fine, right, if that, fine, okay. Back to library. And then we'll stick this into Photoshop, and hopefully Photoshop won't keel over and die. Ooh, that's a very heavy ethical question there, Simon. Is it wise? It depends what purpose you're putting them online for, I suppose. It's a bit of a quandary, isn't it? But yeah, it's an awkward one because the whole AI thing is running away at a rate of knots, which, I mean, I don't really understand it. So, I mean, Serge is very computer literate. He's probably got a better view on it. But, you know, looking at the actors going on strike last week, as well as the writers, I mean, you can go on like ChatGPT and get it to write a script. So that's basically what the studios are going to do. Is you're going to take the humans out of it. Actors wise, you know, one of the conditions that the studios wanted is an actor goes in for 1 day of work, they scan him, take a sample of the voice, they pay him for 1 day's work, and then they've got the rights for eternity to his image and his voice to use him in whatever they want for the sake of 1 day's pay. Nothing, no residuals or anything like that. What the bloody hell's all that about? So there's a lot of ethical questions, I think. As for putting our photographs on there, personal choice, I suppose. You might want to look in to see where these companies are scraping images from. I know Adobe are scraping images from their own stock catalogue, Adobe stock. Other than that, I'm not sure where, you know, Midjourney scrape their stuff from. I think it's, you know, publicly available images. I mean, I made an image for the new channel on Midjourney the other day, and you could see where it had at some point it's like not created, but it's obviously got the residuals from a like a copyright by such and such slapped in the corner of the image, which obviously I had to then cut out. I mean, you couldn't say who it was, but it was there. So it's been scraped from somewhere online. So Oh yeah, it's definitely that. It's a whole ethical thing, isn't it? But at the minute, I ain't. I was going to say at the minute I'm not concerned because I'm doing more teaching than selling images. So, but then again, some of the teaching's becoming automated. I don't care. So we'll just have to see how things go. But I was just saying to me mother the day because my niece who's 8. Been diagnosed as dyslexic, and I'm like, well, that doesn't really matter because by the time she's left school and going into the workplace, there's going to be no jobs anyway. And if they do, you'll not need to type or spell or anything. I mean, you barely need to do that now. You'll just be talking into things. You'll be telling, speak. You can do it now, I suppose. You just tell ChatGPT or whatever iteration you're using. Tell it to do this, and it'll do it. Nobody needs to write anything anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Same here, Peter. Like to be honest, I'm utilising it where I can. Like the new YouTube channel, the artwork that's in the videos, it's all created by Midjourney because I'm lazy. So I spent 10-15 minutes playing around with prompts. There you go. Yeah, you're probably right. I know for a fact you'll be right. So, anyways, right. So back to this. Oh, Aileen, by the way, you weren't here earlier. I have a new YouTube channel. Link is below. Just hinting. Press the subscribe button. Right, so this image. Let's see what we're going to make today. We might make a better version of the last one. I don't know. We might not. Probably not. My confidence is low these days when it comes to this kind of stuff. Yeah. Some of us are just afflicted. Full stop. Have you been? By the way, Andrew, have you been releasing any videos recently? Need to give you a shout out on the channel more often. So, going down here. There's not going to be much there, so it's basically going to be multiply or multiply. Now, see, it's very light. I've been making images that have been too light recently. Of course you have. Right, everybody, go subscribe to Andrew. Yeah, it's going to be multiply. So I need to use multiply to line them all up anyway. Do we want more sky or more ground? Yeah, we'll probably want there. I watched the one when you were in the ruined church. You're going to call me out for not watching enough of your videos, obviously, Andrew. I watched the one with the ruined church. I did see one pop up in the... I just didn't have time to watch it. Pop up in the feed from a couple of months ago on how to do ICM, I think it was. Well, I moved all this to make sure I had more sky, but this isn't going to work. Right, okay, so... Aileen! Thank you very much. What was that for? It's very kind. Very kind. I didn't see any notifications of anything coming up. Very unruined church. Was it a good occasion, or were you there photographing? Right. Just because it's Tuesday. All right. Thank you very much, Alien. That's very kind. Very kind. You can come back. No. It's always lovely to see you. It's always lovely to see you. Right. Now, now that's better. Right. If I take... ICM within the church. I've tried that. I don't get on with it. Mainly because of what I kind of stuff, the kind of movements I do. And maybe it's a little bit extreme for most things. Did I try ICM when I was at Durham Cathedral? I tried it on the outside, I know that. Did I try it on the inside? I can't remember. I'm sure I did. Definitely tried unintentional camera movement inside it. Again, I think I need to go back there because it's... since then, Adobe went and released all the updated noise reduction thing, didn't they? Go to a very quiet church. It's not. I mean, I'm not bothered about the making noise thing. It's the light. I have issues with. Well, we were all right. Me and Andrew went there. Asked at the door, said we were all right to take photos. We had he had a tripod. And we're like, yeah, fine. So he was using his tripod and everything. I looped it, Peter. I looped it. I think it's 24 minutes, and then it loops. So it's like ends up being an hour and a half. I think it's looped something like five times. 96 times. It's the light that's the draw. See, for me, the light gets in the way. Just me being me. So if you go to the Discord, here's a plug for Serge. If you go to the Discord, Serge posted a picture of street lights. I think it's street lights or traffic. This morning or sometime today. Worked beautifully. I would never be able to do that. Never be able to do that. Did this? Oh no, it didn't move. I'll just change the... Right, Andy, you are not concentrating on the image. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, will do, Andrew. I will add it to my list. Ambient mushroom. Did I just... did that trigger somehow? Oh, because you said ambient. That's what it was. I wondered why that came up. Yeah, don't click that link because it doesn't go... It goes to the wrong site. Where's Jen? I quite like Discord. Admittedly, I don't use it much for my own, but... Oh, that's the other thing is it'll not be next week, it'll be the week after. It'll be our Zoom chat, 28th. Right, I think I'm going to take out the front part of one. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Going to mask out the foreground here. Way around. Still getting used to this. Oh, look how slow this is. And if you haven't found the Discord, you can find the Discord. Press the Discord there. You meant to press return. Those of you that aren't in it and would like to be, you get the notifications and stuff of going live on there. Right, okay, let's start there. We need a bit of solidity in there, so maybe reduce the opacity. That one a little bit, not by much. Just take some of the bits out. I've only got top chat on, not all chat. Not that it'll change much. Right. Right, okay, so do we need to take any more of that foreground out? Why are you so slow? What? There we go. That's what I wanted. That's an elderly person. It is a little bit. Well, somebody said it like Discord is like what it was like back before, like what the internet started out as. Message boards and such. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly straightforward. I think, anyway. I know I'm one of the youngest here, but you know. Still. Right, okay, so what I want to do, I need to crop these down. Make it a little easier for myself. Tick. Just like an old, I was going to say an old message board. Just like message boards back in the day. Reverting back to that. Apart from they've got stuff like voice chat and things like that as well. Which is quite good if you've got a good community going. Right, okay, so I want to add some colour. If I can find the paint bucket tool. Hue, there we go. Drop the opacity. Is that enough? I can't see any difference. Am I going blind? Let's go back to there. A bit Usenetty. True, could be. It's quite the analogy, that one, Peter. Quite the analogy. I find Discord very useful. I mean, I've always got it loaded up. It's always on my desktop. You know, just on me second screen. You know, it's right there. There we are. Discord. What's so tricky about that? Just lots of messages left. What's a bri bar? Andrew, you'll have to explain to the youngster. Only hankies. Where they're called. Sinus these stuffs come from. Anyways, let's continue on. Okay, that to there. Adjustment layers. Where? Oh, there we are. don't like the layout of these anymore. Something else they've been messing around with where they didn't need to. The awkward buggers. Oh. I was never very mechanical. Still am. Still aren't. Yeah, there you go. That would have a bit more. I would call everything that's a bit of a leverage type of thing a crowbar. No worries, Stephen. Good to see you, man. Hope you have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing your taxi service. Right. Anyways, good evening, Paul. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope life is treating you well. Keep the C on the left. I intend to, Sergio, don't worry. Well, I'm saying that now. It may stay, it may not. But at the minute, I always just call everything a crowbar. Glad to hear it, Paul. Glad to hear it. Right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go and find the hanky because my nose is starting to annoy me. Hold on a minute. And back. Good God, you think the computer's dying there. I'm glad you're well, Paul. It's lovely to see you again. You've been missed. Yes, it is Bogrel. Don't judge. Right then, what we're going to do with this? I think that's probably fine like that. And, well, I'll just chuck it into Analog Effects Pro. Right then, Serge. Oh. Piss. Preferences. I thought I changed this. General. I'm sure I changed this to the other folder, the other drive. Scratch disks. No. Let's go back to that one. Okay. Right. See if it'll work this time. See, that's why I have this ready to go in. There's a new version out. Why didn't they? They didn't email me to tell me later. I could have advertised the fact for them. No, I think they were adding something. It was one of the other modules that were updating, and it wasn't quite ready for version 6. 6.2, yes, I see that. Right then, so presets. Serge, this is how you add them. How do you add them again? Save preset. So you go to. Of course, I can't see because the thing's that small. That says 99. Just a second. Where is it? Where's the button to add them? Oh, there you go. Right, Serge. So you added support for new cameras. Okay. I'm sure they were adding. I'm sure it was 6.2. They were adding an updated define or something like that. Anyways, so when you go on here, Serge, if you go to imported, and then the middle bit where you've got the two up and down buttons, up and down arrows there. Obviously, it's very small on my screen. It'll be bigger on yours. Click that, and it'll say import preset. Click that, navigate to your folder where you've extracted the presets to. Select them all, press open, and that should be it. So that is how you do it. So, but yeah, it's changed a little bit from like version 5, 4 and 5, 3, 4 and 5. So it is a little bit trickier to find. Why is my sinuses all going crazy? Right then, so what are we doing? Trying to make images. Yes, Andy. Right, so we've got this one. It's very dark. Let's have a look at this one. It is very dark. It's like the original. So I like the red, don't like the green, no. Don't like how slow this all is. I think the original version was... I don't want to remake the original version, that's the only thing. I want to make a better version. But I may need to. It did move. What? You've got to be faster, Peter. You've got to be faster. You got to remember I'm about 30 seconds ahead of you. No research. Glad it worked. Glad it worked. Reminds me I need to update that file on how to make it work. Oh yeah, I'm not liking these. Not liking that version. Not liking that either. It is, Peter. It's not, Paul. It's the lime kilns behind the castle. So if you're on the the village is way over here, you'll not be able to see. But yeah, if you this is the back of the castle. So the lime kilns are beyond it. So that's basically what it is. Now that is better. Looking a bit better. Good evening, Alan. How are you, sir? Did you get out yesterday evening then, Alan? I know I didn't join you, but it was looking very cloudy when because the brother-in-law came round. And it was very cloudy earlier on. And then it looked quite nice after. I mean, there's not a lot around there, Paul, but I suppose it's worth a bit of a look. The template name for this one was Annex Sunrise. So it's like 6-1. I'll presume that's in the pack. It's in one of them, Serge, I'm sure. I don't think it's a new one or one I've got. Not all of them are in the pack, because, I mean, I've got 99 listed here, and I'm sure there's 85 if you get the 2 packs. Right, I quite like some of this. I mean, I don't think I can actually improve on the original. That's the thing, because these shapes are so definitive. Failed again here. Yeah, I did look out at one stage and I was like, ooh, there's colour in that cloud. And then, but there wasn't many other clouds. Right, okay, so let's... If down. Yeah, no, but yeah. I'm not. That's the thing, it's being partial to a certain... I know it's running short on storage space, leave me alone. It will be cured later in the week. It's probably a cue to me having to go easy with this one. Oh, come on, man. Do something. Yep, that's obliterated that, isn't it? Don't want zoom strength. We want rotate a bit, but not that much. Let's say 40 degrees. Good at that, and then exposure balance. Something like that. Ow, bloody leg. Right, lens vignette. Okay. We bring this across. I don't want it light up there. I want it kind of dark up there. Where's the lens vignette button? That's it. Hidden. There we go. Don't know how strong that is. Quite strong. Might have to do more adjustment later on. You know, I'm just not convinced. Stopped 30 seconds ago. Sorry, Peter. Sorry. I think I might get away with it about there. Might aim for a bit of a light area here to combat the darkness. It might be in the second one, Serge. It might be. I would have to check. Can I bring this up? TNE Collection. It is in the second one, Serge. Serge, I will email you something later. Yeah, the second collection has another 29. No, 28. Another 28 in that one. Right, so that's that. Okay. Looks quite fiery, doesn't it? Right, okay, so that's looking a bit better. Obviously, I haven't really looked at any of these, but seeing as the computer is miss me, I'm kind of tempted by that one. Just because it's very dark. I'm in a dark mood at the moment. Yeah, anyway. So we'll leave it like this. We'll do a little bit more work elsewhere. Apply that. I think what I'll do, I'll just flatten it all just to keep everything working. Because if this turns around and says, can't do it,